This episode of the DisCast was recorded on September 17th, 2014 at discast.us/live. Tune in Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern to watch the show, or watch recorded episodes on YouTube and iTunes. Follow us on Twitter at DisCastShow, tune to the trivia contest, and more. If you're feeling generous, please throw us a donation on our PayPal or our Patreon to get cool prizes. It would really help us a lot. Thank you, and enjoy the DisCast. Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténgase alejado de las puertas. To our new listeners, we welcome you aboard our podcast Highway in the Sky and hope you've enjoyed the past week. For those of you standing, please hold on to your headphones at all times and stand clear of the doors. For the comfort of others, no trolling please. Thank you, and enjoy the DisCast. Hey, what is up guys? It is Ryan and welcome to the DisCast. Today is Wednesday, September 17th, 2014, and it's shortly after 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm here today with Darren. Say hello, Darren.
Hi, Darren.
And the biggest news story of this week is undoubtedly Frozen in Norway. We will get to that in due time, but of course we do have other things to talk about, as we always do. Darren, how was your week, except for, the Frozen news?
Pretty good.
All right.
Pretty good. How was yours?
Can't complain. You got something interesting in the mail.
Yes.
Yes.
So socks I'd ordered, they came in, so.
Yeah, socks. That's it. Nothing else.
No, this is actually my first time wearing this. My Magic Band's in.
It's a Magic Band. Look, guys. Darren, what do you do with Magic Bands?
I don't know, it doesn't fit my arm at all.
Yeah, I know, I see. Go.
I don't know, because it's been in the box, and I guess it's just kind of, condensed into a size, and
Do the
has
wrist. Slap your wrist.
that hurts. No, I don't know. I have massive arms.
Alright, we're going to be talking about some my Magic Plus stuff as well.
It fits like this. This is sideways.
Yes, I see.
Because it's flat, because of the
Yes.
nonsense.
Yes,
it's on.
yes, yes.
I don't like it.
Yes, so anyway, we will be talking about some Magic Bands and some My Magic Plus stuff in due time. First off, we'd like to remind you guys of Spectral Radio. Darren, what's Spectral Radio all about?
Spectral Radio is a website devoted towards Disney Parks music. You can go and check it out. SpectralRadio.us. He has some good music. He's here.
He's in the building.
He is in the building, guys. He is getting ready to buy a studio for Spectral Radio and DisCast.
And DisCast. There you go.
Yes, it's all going to be incorporated under the Bring Back Maelstrom company.
The Bring Back Maelstrom Company. Is my phone in the way? I'm sorry, Mike. There you go. It should be gone now.
It is they're most recently famous for
Wanting to bring back Maelstrom?
No, for wanting to bring back Off Kilter.
Oh, okay.
And
I think Maelstrom's more recent. But okay, anyway, let's move along. What we start off with is our trivia.
Yes, guys, last week we asked you how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll Center of a Tootsie Pop, and everybody said, I don't know.
The actual question, Darren wasn't here last week, so
yeah.
The actual question was, what Disney character can you spot at the end of Wishes? At the end of Soarin', and the answer was Tinkerbell.
This doesn't work as well as I'd like it to work.
Okay, anyway, the answer was Tinkerbell, and all the people who got it right have won before, so here are the names of the trivia card winners, just so you guys know. All those people are awesome and sweet, and so there you go. We do have another trivia question for you guys this week, and that is, how many more viewers can we get? Because currently we have, not a lot. So then again, we do another trivia question for you guys this week, and if you think you know the answer, you can head on over to Twitter, tag us at DisCast Show with the hashtag DisCast Trivia. Do not put your answer in the Twitch chat, please put it on Twitter.
That's what gets you banned.
Indeed it will. So anyway, your trivia question for this week is, what year was the Hollywood Tower Hotel established? Not the attraction housed within it, but the hotel.
1492.
What year was the Hollywood Tower Hotel established? If you know the answer, head on over to Twitter, tag us at DisCast Show with the hashtag DisCastTrivia for your chance to be put on a trivia card of winners to win a prize soon. We're working details out on that right now. The Dr. Meow-Mix. The band. Anyway. And so that is that with your trivia and all that cool mumbo jumbo. I was hoping we'd have more people in chat to talk about Frozen, but I guess we'll have to make do with what we have
Progressive.
now.
More people come.
Hopefully.
More people have shown up as time.
Hopefully. Let's hope. Anyway.
I'll get it. We got this.
Alright. Let's start with some news. Don't have too much news this week, so we're hopefully going to be talking a lot about every one of them. So, first off, we're going to be talking a little bit about some My Disney Experience. There was an update to the iOS app of My Disney Experience added new features. I have not downloaded it yet because my entire evening has been devoted to downloading and installing iOS 8, which is on my phone now, but I've not downloaded My Disney Experience yet. And version 2.3, it's out now. There's general bug fixes. There you can see wait times for some meet and greet experiences. There's an improved method for linking tickets and passes. I don't know too much about it, other than it exists. The park maps have been updated, and of course bug fixes, as I mentioned. It is on and is live now. So Darren, you're playing around with your Magic Band a little bit.
Are these supposed to be comfortable?
I don't know. Maybe you have to break it in. Maybe if you...
Gonna break it before it breaks in.
Okay,
Jeez.
maybe. Oh, yeah.
Look, because, like, the entirety of what makes it uncomfortable is right here, how it's just flat right there.
Right.
Like, it doesn't... Because it's small, right?
Yeah.
So it angles at a weird spot because it's like one size fits all. So people with, not child arms don't like it.
I think I'd probably be fine.
Your mic is exploding.
Is it really exploding?
It sounds like it's exploding. Oh,
There you go. How's that?
less exploding.
Brogan says give him a little time. Okay. Oh, I just heard Siri.
Nothing.
Anyway, so talking about Magic Bands, you're saying they were uncomfortable. What I think
Well, I
they
literally
should do-
just took it out of the box.
Right, so once you give it a little bit of time, then
Yeah,
it's
just
probably
gotta-
fine.
like,
But
you gotta do exercises with it.
right, okay, sure. No. Anyway, so last week Brogan and I were talking about Kami, no, we don't know about Android Update 2.3 right now, just in the iOS version. So yeah, with the
Android
way
tends not to tend too far behind.
the way My Disney Experience has been working in the past has been it's coming out on iOS first, because I think it's just probably a larger user base in terms of people at the parks. I don't know how they constitute that, but apparently, I guess that's just how they do. So yeah, I'm pretty sure Android Update 2.3 will be sometime around the corner very soon. Because it's not like those are iOS-specific features, something like knowing the wait time for a meet and greet, that's something you should definitely have on Android. So yeah. Anyway, so back to the Magic Bands. Last week, Brogan and I were talking about, obviously, Apple Watch, right?
Yes.
And Apple Pay.
So here's
what I was saying.
Here's a demonstration of Apple Watch, right? So
Yeah.
you got your Magic Band and you just...
Sure, that works. All right. So they've announced that Apple Pay would be used in the Disney theme parks in North America, which was no surprise to anyone because they already have the infrastructure, especially at Walt Disney World, because you got Magic Bands.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like that. Why don't you walk around the park like that? It's perfect. Yeah. So the infrastructure's already there. All they need to do is just have the phones emit the same frequency, which who cares? It's going to be fine. And that was no surprise to anyone. Now, what I'm wondering is if... Now, smartwatches exist now, right?
Yes.
However, they're not widely used, right?
I don't think anybody uses them.
Yeah, no. But with Apple Watch, Apple has an opportunity to kind of get people on the bandwagon, which Apple so often does, right?
Yes.
Yes. Disney so often does that. Apple so often does that. So, I think maybe if Apple can get Apple Watch off the ground and more people start using... Well, Kami, just because Android owns 65% of the market share does not mean that they have 65% of Disney goers. Yeah. You know?
Most of the Disney goers are hipsters, so...
That's okay. Anyway, if you could raise your microphone a bit, that'd probably be a good idea.
Me?
Yeah, it was a little quiet just then. Anyway, so I'm wondering if Disney will roll out a My Disney Experience update that will be compatible with Apple Watch and maybe eliminate the need for a Magic Band. Probably not, because they want people to buy Magic Bands. But it's a maybe. It's something that I would like to see, but they probably will not see.
They tried to weasel me into buying a Magic Band because I got cards initially. I didn't get a band.
Right.
And I had to talk with customer service, and that was a whole situation.
Was it really a whole situation? Because now their cards are gone, so...
Well, no, they still have cards for people that don't have Magic Bands.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean... So you weren't going to get the Magic Bands at all?
Yes, I was not going to get Magic Bands.
Okay, and what made you get it?
I wanted one.
Okay.
I didn't buy it. People got on phones and yelled at each other. And,
okay, so free Magic Bands because people got on the phones and yelled at each other.
Yeah, that's how this type of thing works, right?
Yeah. So
It's gotta...
a little clearing up. So obviously, Mickey's Not So Scary is the first. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is the first ticketed event kind of that we're seeing while FastPass Plus and My Magic Plus is fully operational, right? And so far, it's been working well with the whole Magic Bands, all your ticket, instead of having a separate ticket. And obviously, FastPass Plus is not operational during the party hours. But you can use your Magic Bands for all your normal things. So it's basically what you would expect. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, I didn't know this, but if you don't have admission to the park, but you have a ticket, right?
Yeah.
You can get it at like 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I didn't know
that early. That's pretty interesting. Yeah. And
I did not know that either. So,
do you know how long the Haunted Mansion Magic Band is going to be around?
that was limited. That was like
limited
set
edition.
amount,
Do you think
right?
it's no? That wasn't a limited.
Oh
number.
yeah. Only the frozen one was set amount.
Yeah.
I'd imagine until post Halloween, right?
Probably.
Like they could keep it around till then, and nobody would bat an eye.
Yeah. I mean, I'd like it to stay forever because I think it looks pretty cool. Yeah.
You know which one looked really cool? The Seven Dwarfs Mine Train one.
I didn't see the Seven Doors Mine Train one.
That was the one that they only gave to press and such.
Oh, all right.
At
Yeah,
the
no, I didn't.
invites to pre-ride it or whatever.
I didn't see that one. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Hold on, I'm gonna look that up actually. So we've got 7 dwarfs.
8 dwarfs.
Mine train magic band. Kami, that's a very good pun. Oh, it's a nice one.
Yeah.
I like it. It's pretty nice. It's basically the gray one you have with the logo on it, but
Yeah.
whatever. It's a nice little thing. Very
Somebody's
nice pun there,
account,
Kami.
DisCast
And yes, I
will
did
not.
like that gingerbread house. Really nice. So speaking of food, in terms of food and wine, I didn't even put on the thing. We do have the kiosks for food and wine are starting to roll out and starting to be out there around Epcot, which is really, really nice. There's new kiosks like Patagonia, which has South American cuisines, and Farm Fresh, which is exactly what you think. It is farm dishes.
It's all McDonald's.
No, but okay. There are full menus available. I don't feel like going through all of them, but
There's a lot.
There's a lot. There's a lot of food.
Just go there.
Yes. Oh, look at
I'll
that.
be there. You can see me.
Yeah. Yes.
I fly back, and then it's like a race to make it in time for DisCast that night.
Yeah. So hopefully you'll have lots of cool things, take some pictures and whatnot, and have things to
I'm
chat
mostly
about.
got colleges, so.
Well, yeah, but maybe we'll see.
2 parks, 2 days.
Yeah,
like
2 parks, 2
half
days.
days. Yeah.
You can
Can't
do it.
that in a half day,
Get some
but-
cool things for us. So yes, as you all probably know, the Food and Wine Festival is very long this year. It's the longest it's ever been, which we've said multiple times. It is September 19th to November 10th. That's over a month. It's almost 2 months. So it's the longest they've ever had it. Nice overlapping with Halloween and stuff, as it always is, and then it also goes much later. Lots of time to experience the food. I wish I could go down because it seems awesome. Yes. So there you go.
I'll be there. Come see me.
Go see Darren on like the
Yeah, we'll
the
throw a
one
party.
day he's there.
Yeah, half day.
And now what everyone has been waiting for. Darren, what has everyone been waiting for?
Me to fully test out my magic band.
No.
The return of Off Kilter?
No. We're close.
Could it be Star Wars?
No.
Hopefully. Well, everybody is waiting for that one.
Well, yeah, everyone's waiting for that one, but that's not what it is.
Everybody is waiting for more news about Norway.
More news about Norway? Well, do tell, Darren. What about Norway?
Norway is about to no longer be Norway.
Well, I mean, it's still going to be Norway.
In theory, it's no longer Norway. So
these two people right there, who you may or may not recognize, are going to be taking over the Norway Pavilion with a new attraction from Mr. Tom Staggs on the Disney Parks blog on September 12th, 2014 at 1 p.m. Eastern
I want to
Standard
revoke
Time.
my vote to elect him as chairperson of Walt Disney World.
Why?
Of the Disney company.
Because
or
he
CEO or
posted
whatever.
this?
Because he was involved in the process.
I mean, okay, but we'll talk about that in a minute, and my views on that, and yeah. So, anyway.
Michael Eisner's at work again.
Mr. Tom Staggs says, when Walt Disney promised that Disneyland would never be completed so as long as there's imagination left in the world, he made a promise to our guests that we take seriously at all our locations around the world. This year, one particular product of imagination, Disney Animation's blockbuster hit Frozen, captured the hearts and minds of people around the world and gave us a new opportunity to make good on Walt's pledge. We've made Frozen a part of the guest experience in a number of ways already, and our guests have both loved them and asked for more. So I'm pleased to say that we're starting construction at Walt Disney World Resort on a brand new Frozen attraction at the Norway Pavilion in Epcot. The new attraction, which replaces Maelstrom, will take our guests to Arendelle and immerse them in many of their favorite moments and music from the film. The pavilion will also include a royal greeting location where Anna and Elsa can meet our guests. We think these Frozen elements are great complements to the Norway Pavilion, which showcases the country and region that inspired the film. Frozen's popular characters will also have a bigger presence at Magic Kingdom Park this holiday season, which we'll get to in a minute. But let's focus on the Epcot part first.
Yes.
All right. So first of all, something that we said when Anna and Elsa first came to Norway for meet and greets, we're like, this is stupid because it's so temporary. At the time, we didn't know they were going to Princess Fairy Tale Hall, so yeah. We're like, if they're gonna put these insanely popular characters there, why didn't they make something more permanent? Remember that? Remember us complaining about that?
I remember general complaining about Frozen in Norway, but
there was no problem with the meet and greet. No one really cared.
I guess.
Okay, no one cares. It's the same way Aladdin in Morocco. Like, obviously no one cares about, like, Snow White in Germany or Belle in France, because Belle is French and Snow White is German. Aladdin is from Agrabah. Agrabah doesn't exist.
Well, you know, that's stupid.
Yeah, so they just plopped him in Morocco for a meet and greet. No one really cares. Anna and Elsa go to Norway for a meet and greet. Same reason. No one really cares. However, now they're getting rid of Maelstrom, and then everyone gets in the fit about it. So it's pretty interesting. We do know that Maelstrom will be closing October 5th, 2014. So Darren, you will get to ride Maelstrom.
I will. Yeah. One of the last days it's open.
Indeed. And it will, the Frozen attraction.
I do miss Off Kilter though. So
yeah, no Off Kilter, unfortunately. But at least you will get to ride Maelstrom one last time, so that's always good.
Very good.
So here's the deal with Frozen in Norway, people's opinions, and why their opinions aren't really insightful. I don't know what the word to, like, informed.
I would say insightful.
They're not very insightful opinions. They're opinions and they're fine.
Their opinions are wrong.
Well, no, you can't say that. But their opinions aren't really insightful. They don't really think when they're saying things. You know, what do you? The most complaints you hear are like, oh, Walt wouldn't like it, or oh, characters shouldn't be in a World Showcase, or maybe the Maelstrom's so popular, or maybe even Frozen shouldn't be in World Showcase. It should be in Magic Kingdom or Disney's Hollywood Studios. We'll go through those and why, yeah, they make sense, but they also don't really make sense, and why there's actually reasoning behind what they are doing. So why don't we start with the first one I said, but Walt wouldn't like it. Look at Epcot, right? Look at Epcot and how it is right now. It's not at all what Walt wanted.
Okay, well, don't even say look at Epcot right now, because people will argue that Epcot's been messed up for the past 10
Epcot never
was. Let's look at Epcot in 1982.
Exactly.
Right? So Epcot was designed as the experimental prototype community of tomorrow. Already you're throwing out a few of those letters. You could take out of because nothing can really represent of. You could take out community because it's a theme park, not a community. And then it's only half tomorrow. The other half is World Showcase, and experimental is something so, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you could argue that World Showcase itself isn't the mission of Epcot.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So from the basis, right? So
it's not even. I mean, Epcot's not even an acronym anymore. Everyone gets that mixed up. Everyone's like, "Well, Epcot stands for this." No, it didn't. It stood for that. It doesn't anymore. Now it's just called Epcot.
Honestly, it never did stand for it. I mean, it did.
Yeah, it did. But now that it's in the state that it is now, it's just called Epcot. It's all it is, Epcot. Uppercase E, lowercase everything else. There's no acronym in there. Yeah. So. Also, people are saying the character shouldn't be in World Showcase. It's happened all the time. I mentioned Aladdin, I mentioned Belle, I mentioned Snow White. Why Snow White and Belle make more sense than Aladdin does, but they made Aladdin work. No one cared. Anna also went to a meet and greet in Norway. No one cared initially. And yeah, look, also in Norway, You have the Akershus. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it or not. I'm sorry. I don't know Norwegian, whatever language, Scandinavian language that is. But you look at Akershus, whatever, Princess Storybook Dining.
Yeah.
Initially, no one wanted to go to this restaurant. No one went there. It was terrible. It was awful. No one went, right? Because the food's kind of strange. So instead, they're like, we'll just throw princesses in there. And they did. And then it was a huge success, and everyone went, and it was an awesome place, and it's still popular today. No one cared. I mean, yeah, no one really said anything. But, yeah. Okay, so anyway. Business, right? They wanted to sell tables, they wanted to make money. Business trumped the idea of having classic Norwegian foods, right? Because let's face it, most Americans aren't accustomed to Norwegian foods.
Exactly.
Makes sense, right?
That's agreeable.
So they didn't want to go to this place where they had things they weren't comfortable with. So business won over the original creative intention, right? Note that for a second. Don't say anything, just note it. All right?
Duly noted.
Yes. So, next up, Maelstrom's so popular. It's not really... I mean, if you think about it, yeah, people go, and it's always has a pretty long line, and it's never, it's never empty. However, think about it. You have to think about it, once again, from a business perspective.
Yeah.
And a lot of people kind of lose sight that Disney's a company. They have to make money, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you look at something like Odyssey, people, you're not going to go to Disney to eat at Odyssey, right? Correct? The average person, I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about the average person is not going to go and say, I'm going to Disney because the Odyssey restaurant is good. No, they're going there to experience, worlds of the movies that they like and stuff, right? Things from the Disney name in theme park form. So when you're a financial, economic person, right? And you're thinking, Frozen is huge, Frozen is popular, we gotta get Frozen in the theme parks, because when people see, oh look, Frozen's at the theme parks, that's what's gonna make them pay the money to go. And if you look at it from that perspective, it makes perfect sense. Yes, the creative people at Disney aren't really totally on board with things. I'm sure Tom Staggs doesn't necessarily want to destroy something like Maelstrom, but from a business perspective, also I hate how people are bagging Tom Staggs because he's the one who posted the thing on the Disney Parks blog. What?
There are many people, like, you don't understand the process of going from I have an idea to we're doing this. The amount of red tape that has to be crossed and the amount of people that have to sign the check alone is ridiculous. And so the final oversight person is just kind of the person who has to agree with what everybody else wants to do. And
see, Kami says, in my opinion, no amount of money is worth ruining anything in Epcot. One, ruining is a subjective term. Two, you're not the company of Disney. When you're the company of Disney and you've just spent $1 billion in My Magic Plus, you need to make some more capital because you want to do more cool things, i.e. Star Wars expansion and other awesome things.
If I could butt in real quick.
Yeah, sure.
I think this is the mark of, look, when we say Epcot, right? Epcot Center, it was this grand idea that Walt had. And for as good of a visionary Walt was, every visionary has their failures. Disney had come across many failures in his lifetime. And so it could be argued that this is the kicker of the idea of Epcot just not working out, right? Yeah. Walt wanted a place where both kids and adults could have fun, and up until this point, World Showcase was really, focused around the adults.
You got alcohol,
so,
learning. Oh my God forbid kids want to learn.
Yeah, so I think this is the unofficial announcement that the idea of World Showcase, as it was designed to be, didn't work. Things don't work out. People move on.
I don't think it's a huge white flag surrender. I think it's more.
It's just a reevaluating of where things
I think it's more. Here's just an opportunity. We have an opportunity here. Something that is insanely popular. Something that will no doubt make us money and will get people into World Showcase, right? I mean, I think it's a no-brainer for them to do it. From a business perspective, what you have to remember. Business and money comes first when you're a corporation. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you say in the public eye. money is the most important thing, because you can't do cool things without money.
I think, look, people are arguing.
It's unfortunate. I'm not saying that I agree with that. I'm not saying I like that. I'm just saying that's the way it is, and you can't change that.
Look, at the base, right? You only get the weirdos like us and the people that are watching, right? Those are the only people that like Maelstrom. You know, when you look at it from the base random guest perspective, Maelstrom is a terrible ride. It has a bad plot. It's a bad ride overall. You know, there's no real point.
The movie ride's never. I mean, to be honest, I've never really liked Maelstrom.
I have the several dozen plus times I've been to Epcot, I've only ridden Maelstrom twice.
Yeah, it's not really that great of a ride, and I don't really think it's. Yeah, with the ride, it's like the wait's over 20 minutes. I'm not doing it. Yeah, it's one of those rides. Now, obviously, then the last point is a Frozen ride doesn't belong in World Showcase. It should be in Hollywood Studios and Magic Kingdom. Yes, I agree that it's not really the place for it. Because the movie, once again, does not take place in Norway. It's maybe inspired by Norway, but it definitely doesn't make... It doesn't.
Well, they had that Stupid Adventures by Disney tour that goes to Norway,
yeah, but
to all the places that inspired it. I mean, they pretty much just say it's...
Yeah. Now, here's the deal.
Area.
People forget Disney does not have an unlimited budget.
Yeah.
They do need to...
cut corners.
They can't just go and make things. I saw pictures of the Disney pessimists on Twitter going all, look at all this open space in Epcot for them to make new rides. Yeah, there's space, but they don't want to put the money into it like that. It's much easier to
believe it or not, building a world-class attraction takes a lot of money.
Yeah, if you can believe it or not. So they want to take this existing ride. Sorry, they want to take this existing attraction and put Frozen on it. It costs less money, and they'll get a larger return on their investment, more capital with which they can make more things. Now,
most likely,
of course, now Kami, you also have to think this is a way for them
just repurposed like test track. Like it's still going to be a terrible ride. It's just going to be rethemed.
Pretty much.
It'll dilute the crowds enough.
The fact that it's in World Showcase and not Magic Kingdom or Hollywood Studios is not going to decrease the popularity of the ride. It's still going to make money. However, it's also going to get people into multiple parks. If you think about it, right, with Magic Kingdom, right, you have all these kinds of things based on your favorite characters and stuff, but now there's something based on your favorite characters in Epcot. Obviously, you're going to want to go to Epcot, too. So now they've got you into 2 parks, or whatever. And now Hollywood Studios, maybe you're a huge Toy Story fan. You want to go on Toy Story Mania as a 3rd park. There you go. And that's a good thing also from Disney to get people into multiple parks. Yeah. And, of course, it's a budget. It's a budget. And when you think about, you have no issue if it's not in Epcot, but in Epcot is where it makes sense right now, because they want to do other things with Hollywood Studios, which we know it hasn't been said, but we pretty much know other things are happening in Hollywood Studios. Magic Kingdom, they just put a bunch of money into. It's Epcot's turn. We've been saying this for months. The same thing. And people are just forgetting.
I think no matter how much the hardcore Disney fan is against this Frozen ride, overall it is a good move for the company. I genuinely have high expectations for this ride, right? Because if you look at how fast everything else was set up and put out, and overall it was good for children. They now have something to work with, right? They have this canvas which is already half painted from Maelstrom. Chances are they're not going to be changing the ride system at all, so all they have to do is just wrap a story around it, right?
Yeah.
Which isn't too hard to do because the story's already made. Like, the Frozen has already been established. They're not doing anything new with it, most likely. It's just going to kind of be like the sing-along thing where they're just going to be retelling the story. And if I could just throw in something, if they do just retell the story, I bet the little part where you go backwards and forwards, that's going to be like the Let It Go part. Like where the ice snowman or the evil ice monster attacks them. I'm just calling that out right now, so you can quote me on that.
Kami says, I think this is going to be what separates the hardcore movie fans and the hardcore parks fans. I disagree. I don't really think this has anything to do with separating fans. whether you like it or not, it's a good decision. I personally don't like the decision, but it's a good decision.
It'll be one that'll grow on us, right? Right now, people don't like it because there's a lot of hype around Frozen. I think this has the ability to be a Seas with Nemo and Friends type of thing. Personally, I like the Seas with Nemo and Friends. Like, I enjoy that. Turtle Talk with Crush is really cool. I enjoy the ride. The Lion King team up with the Land Pavilion, I think that's cool. You know, overall, where they do put things in Epcot, it works out well. Like Three Caballeros and Mexico. Like, that's not a big change.
That was
but
just
it's
dumb.
Cool...
That's just actually really bad. Because they were barely relevant when the ride was opened.
Yeah, but...
That was just bad from the start. I'm not even gonna...
That was just them... Look, that was them just trying to throw a thing in there. So, you know, like I said, the bar is so high with Frozen right now. Like, they're doing a good job with it. And they're going to continue to do a good job with it. I think that the way things are going, it's putting them in a great spot to make a successful attraction out of it.
Right. Now, Mike says he heard the water system in the funnel, needs to be gutted due to the amount of corrosion and mold. Yes, that Maelstrom needed some kind of an update, Frozen or not. It just needed an update. And this one's going to make them more money. So that's what they're doing. Whether you like the decision or not, it's just a fact of the matter. Kami, it's not to each their own. I agree, I don't think that it should be there. However, when you're a business, it's not to each their own, sense. It's what's going to make us the most money. I'm not saying I like...
Look, we discussed this a few weeks ago, right? We were talking about how Disney can get more kids in World Showcase.
Exactly.
Right? We discussed this with Duffy.
This is going to do it.
And we said Duffy was ultimately
a
failure, and they're tracking back on that. And this inclusion of Frozen, like I said, Walt's Dream wasn't for Epcot to be a theme park. Walt's Dream was for theme parks to be a place where both kids and adults could have fun together. So when you divide Epcot into Future World and World Showcase, where the only family-friendly-esque part is Future World, and you're just leaving World Showcase out on its own, that is against Walt's vision. Right?
I just think the whole against Walt's vision thing is irrelevant when it comes to Epcot, as Epcot exists, and therefore it is against Walt's vision.
Walt's been dead for a number of years, so I think none of us are in any correct position to be assuming what his vision is. I don't think any of us have the knowledge about that to be making the sort of judgment of this is against his vision.
Right.
Because the same way how Tom Stagg would announce projects, you don't know that it's the same with Walt. Like, there are people below him. Like, these things are machines, right? Yeah. A company is a massive machine. There's many parts. It's not like every single idea that happened at Disneyland or with Epcot Center. You know, it's not like those were all Walt's own thing 100% of the time. You know, same with movies. He's just the front man.
Yes. And we're talking about, obviously, front man and whatever. We got a new creative head of Epcot.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, he's probably been working on this idea. He probably is the one behind Duffy diminishing his role. He's probably the one behind the new entertainment and World Showcase. He's obviously trying to revitalize World Showcase.
Because he understands. Look, he said the same thing we said, right? It just indirectly saying that World Showcase is failing, and you need to change it up to...
It's not that it's failing, it just could be doing better. It's not failing. It's working, it's doing well.
It's barely working.
It does need to... It can definitely be done better, and that's what he's trying to do. That's what he was hired to do.
Look, no matter how sad I am about Off Kilter leaving, I do agree after however many years, umpteen years they've been there, I think it is time to change. You know, it's Disney, directly from Walt Disney, he said change is a good thing, and you should always be updating, always be renovating. It's why he said Disneyland will never be complete, because it's always going to be changing. So there's too many differing opinions of people saying that's against Walt's vision, but keeping an attraction around for 30 years is against Walt's vision. So
right, yeah.
Right. Okay.
So we do have more in terms of Frozen from the second half of Mr. Staggs' post on the forum.
Yes.
Frozen's popular characters will also have a bigger presence at Magic Kingdom Park this holiday season. In addition, to the ongoing character appearances, Queen Elsa will use her powers to transform Cinderella's castle into an ice palace every night starting in early November. And Mickey's Very Merry Christmas partygoers can see Anna, Elsa, Kristoff, and Olaf in Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas Time parade. We're extending some favorite elements of Frozen Summer Fun live too, which we'll talk about in just a minute. Here you go, artist concept of the whole lighting ceremony. Yeah, people seem very upset about this. I don't understand why. They were saying that Frozen should go to Magic Kingdom. Now it's in Magic Kingdom. This is the same people who were saying, don't put Frozen in Magic Kingdom in Epcot, put it in Magic Kingdom, and then take this.
Yeah. There are people that just like to hate on absolutely everything.
People like to just complain, honestly.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
People don't like change, so when you change.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
No.
I think this will be pretty cool. I got high hopes for it. Obviously it's replacing the what's it called that it was, Cinderella Dream, whatever it was, whatever the name of it was. It's a nice change. It once again is doing something with Frozen. It will sell more tickets to Very Merry Christmas Party because people say, "Oh, Frozen's doing a show. We're gonna go." I mean, right?
If
you have a 3-year-old and they're like, "I love Frozen," and then you're playing your vacation, you're like, "Oh, look at this nighttime party." Yeah, you're gonna spend money and you're gonna do it. So that's what they're doing, and it makes sense from the business perspective. Which, whatever your opinions are in the creative aspect, the business one's always gonna rule.
Yeah, after all, they do pay the bills. So
yeah. So yes. Frozen Summer Fun will also be extended. So anyway, we're extending some of the favorite elements of Frozen Summer Fun live too, so that guests at Disney's Hollywood Studios can continue singing along to Frozen songs with Queen Elsa and Princess Anna. Wandering Oakins will set up shop closer to the show through the holiday season and will feature a larger play area with real snow in Florida.
Score!
So yes, they've got real snow. They've got...
Real snow or like the fake snow that's on Main Street in Christmas?
I'm going to assume real snow.
I'll go investigate.
Because they said real snow.
Yeah, but...
The real fake snow, you know?
Well... They wouldn't say fake snow.
Yeah, anyway,
right?
So Frozen Summer Fun Live.
He's Disneying up the words.
Closes September 28th. What day are you going to the studios?
I will be at the studios the 29th.
Ooh, the day after Frozen Summer Fun ends.
So I won't be able to investigate.
Well, who cares? I mean, you'll be there for the sing-along and Wandering Oakins, but that's it. You won't be able to see the fireworks show, but who cares?
I don't need to see the fireworks.
Yeah, exactly. And ice skating won't be there. But you don't want to wait 5 hours to ice skate where you could do anywhere else in the world.
Yeah, but I can see Olaf maybe, right? Or do they not have the? Can you meet Olaf yet?
I don't know.
Do they still have the popsicle sticks with Olaf glued to them?
Probably.
Can I get one of those?
Probably.
I'll take 8 of them.
So for the first time in forever, a sing-along celebration will still be at the Premier Theater on the streets of America. Maximum of 10 shows per day, depends on the day. Some thought something is going to move to the American Idol Theater. We don't know yet, but I think it's probably a good idea. Wandering Oakins is going to move to where the American Film Institute showcase was. So
no.
Why?
Because I like it.
Well, it's been closed for 2 weeks.
I know, but I don't like that they're replacing it with that. That's disrespectful.
Okay. I don't think it's it's not permanent.
Better not be.
I don't think it's permanent. Yeah, but beginning of the end of Backlot probably. You knew in our plan to get rid of Backlot, you knew that was going. Mm-hmm. Because the only reason it was there is because Backlot. So it is definitely the beginning of the end of Backlot, which I'm not upset about. Yes. So there's not going to be ice skating at Wandering Oakins, but there will be a real snow playground and Frozen merchandise. So there you go. There's probably going to be the limit on Frozen merchandise as well because everyone wants it. There will not be the Royal Procession Mini Parade, who cares? There won't be the Frozen Fireworks Show, who cares? And there will not be ice skating, who cares?
My day's ruined.
I mean, Darren, think about it. You'll have so many less Frozen crazed people in the park when you're there. Right?
Not really. They'll be there the day before.
Oh, it's true. You think it's just going to spill into the next day?
Yeah.
Alright. So, yes. So there you go. Frozen everywhere in 3 of the 4 parks now. Who cares about Animal Kingdom? It's not even... Animal Kingdom just doesn't care about the other parks.
Look, Animal Kingdom has many things that's going with it, so...
Avatar.
Look, I feel like each park, right? Each year that they have an allocated budget that they could spend on doing whatever, right? And after they run through that budget.
I think they wait it.
Well, I mean, like, it's not the static budget. Like, everybody gets a few $1 million. It's a decently big number.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's not like we have X million dollars to spend, so each park gets X over 4 million. It doesn't work.
Yeah,
that way.
no. I'm saying, but each park has an allocated amount each year, right?
I don't know how their budget works. I haven't been to a Walt Disney World financial meeting. It'd be pretty cool though to see what they're putting their money into. But yeah, and like 80 of those dollars are mine because I own 1 share of Disney stock.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what my money went to.
Like I said, I think that that each park has its own allocated budget, right? And after they run through that budget, they can't do anything else, right? So whether it goes to repairing, repainting, or adding a new ride or a new land or whatever, each park can spend X amount of money.
And AK's probably put all their money for the next few years into Avatar Land.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a thing. I don't know if it's that bureaucracy. I don't know if it's done that. I don't know the budgets are done.
I imagine it has to be something similar to that.
Probably. I don't know if they make some hard limits like that.
I'm sure there's a lot of like room to move. Like they'll be like, okay, here we'll take the next 6 years budget and put it towards Avatar Land or whatever.
Right. Tommy, I don't understand why you're glad you won't be in WDW in a long time just because Frozen. I don't understand that outlook at all. Care to explain?
I fail to see the problem with you.
Like Frozen or hate Frozen.
It's very compact. They're not going absolutely everywhere.
I don't like Stitch's Great Escape. I can still go to Magic Kingdom and walk by it. You know? I don't like, what else don't I like?
I happen to enjoy Stitch's Great Escape. That's a very unpopular opinion, but I happen to like it.
I don't like it at all. But yeah, there are IPs that I don't necessarily like. Yeah. I don't care if they're popular or not. Things are popular doesn't mean I have to like them or partake in them.
See, I tend to like the unpopular things at Disney. Like, I'm a big fan of, Universe of Energy, the new test track.
I like Universe of Energy. It's one of my favorites.
Stitch's Great Escape, Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor. Like, I'm a fan of those.
Right. I like Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor, too.
New test track being the most hated of them.
I don't have too much of a problem with test track. The rest of my family wasn't too thrilled about it, but I liked it. I don't know. I was on the fence over if I like the old one or new one better. I think I might have liked the old one better, but whatever. Can't do anything about it now.
They're both good, so like I said,
it's the same ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what else do you want to talk about?
I don't know. I don't really have anything else to talk about. See, there wasn't that much news this week. However, it was all
Frozen, triumphed every single
Yeah, I was
headline.
hoping we'd have a lot of people here to talk about everyone's opinions, but we didn't.
So we got Kamikaze just yelling about Frozen.
Yeah, like Frozen, I don't like it. No, it's like it.
Yeah.
Let's take a trip to the WDW Magic forums. See if there's anything there.
No. Like I said,
what's your problem with Walt Disney World, Kami? What don't you like about it? I'd like to hear. Tell me all about it. Snake-like creature gone from Universe of Energy. I'm on the ride now, and I'm surprised he did this one on the ride. He took pictures and posted them to the internet about while he's on the ride. I don't really care. Yeah, apparently there's some.
Something got something.
There was some snake-like.
You know what's doing testing right now?
What is?
Astro Orbiter. But no confirmation if the planets are spinning again.
You don't know? But yeah, it's up.
Has not been shown yet.
It's still opening like in 2 days, like it's supposed to.
Yeah.
It's still opening the 19th.
As far as I know, yeah.
Sweet. All right. Hopefully Planet Spin, please. Planet Spin, please.
I'm hoping. I feel like that would have to be like the driving force in the refurb. Because think about it.
I think everything was just overall terrible, and they had to fix it.
The colors is still terrible.
Well.
I follow one popular opinion of the new color scheme of TTA is god-awful.
Alright, well, Mike, it's gone now. Apparently Ellen still moves, though. Like, in response to something, it's not there.
I believe that the refurb
hey,
that's
look!
going on with Expedition Everest is still going on, and they have the tarp in front of the.
In the beginning of August, someone said, "I've just heard from several very reliable sources that Off Kilter, the Fife and Drum Corps, and Mo Rockin' are all being terminated as of September 27th." This is the beginning of August. There you go.
That's pretty spot on. That's impressive.
Let's see if this person. Oh, they're from Staten Island. Let's go to their profile page. See if they have anything else that's new.
Whereas most Disney fans are from New York.
Yeah, I know.
Have you noticed that? It's crazy.
There's a lot of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't see anything else.
Or at least like the New Yorker ones, they're the most vocal.
Yeah.
I feel like it's that. It's just.
Of the WDW crew, yeah. I mean, there's different people depending on which park you're talking about, obviously.
Yeah, no, but as far as WDW goes, like the New Yorkers, like on Twitter and stuff, and like with the news.
Yeah.
Like, Lou Mangello from WDW Radio, he's from Staten Island too.
Is he?
Yeah.
There you go, I did not know that.
Yeah, once WDW Radio took off, he packed up and moved down south.
There you go, that's pretty sweet.
So
apparently there might be a cool virtual reality, augmented reality rather. There's gonna be an augmented reality game on Haunted Mansion soon.
What, in the queue?
No, on the ride.
Huh?
Here we go. It was just a matter of time. With so much going on outside those walls that house 999 happy haunts for more than 4 decades, some of them are bound to get restless and seek some time away. And now they've managed to do just that. And now it's up to you, the foolish mortals, to not only find them, but to capture them. Capture them and return to the Haunted Mansion before it's too late. I guess it's not in the thing. Apparently there's going to be, you have to find 999 happy haunts and go to the Haunted Mansion or something. I don't know. It'll be interesting.
I don't like it.
It's basically like Ghostbusters.
Oh. Is that with the ride, or is this a standalone thing?
I don't know. It's just it's a game, you know?
Okay, Kami says, Walt Disney World's too big. Rides aren't as good as Disneyland in his opinion. Only rides he liked were the exclusive. I love only having to walk close to a football field to get to another park. Right. Okay, well that's just the Disneyland in you.
Yeah, I think it's just bias. What you're used to bias.
I mean, I like being able to go to Epcot, so I win. Disney World has Epcot, so you lose.
Alright.
Disney World had Epcot.
They had it. It's not there anymore.
Yeah, Frozen. Going with a popular opinion. Apparently, there's this Save Off Kilter petition going around.
Yeah, no one will care.
Yeah, it's got like a few thousand signatures on it. Fascinating. Interesting.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's got like 6,000.
I don't have anything else to say.
Yeah, Frozen occupied most of this week. Slow week, so
Indeed.
Thank you guys for watching. We shall B.
Oh, are we doing that so quick?
Are we? Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I didn't
slow down.
Time to put our outro music.
Yeah, gee, I'm sorry.
There you
it
go.
was
You
like
can start saying
the Frozen going so fast.
There you go. You can start saying goodbye.
Goodbye.
All right. Will we ABC you?
Yeah, hold up. Siri, I'll ABC you next time.
Goodbye, guys.
Who, me?